In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at OKX Exchange and their grid bots, how you can be automating your tradings and taking profits whilst you don't stare at screens. I'm going to go through the pros and cons of OKX Grid Bot trading, so you don't want to miss this video. Thank you for joining me once again, guys. Your support is much appreciated. If you do enjoy my content, go ahead, like, subscribe, and tick that notification bell. It is much appreciated. In today's video, it's about OKX Exchange and their grid bots. I'm going to be going through their spot grid bot and also their futures grid bot. I'm going to show you how you can establish your own grid bot as well. We're going to go through the pros and cons, and also how you can automate this in addition to OKX with 3 commas. Now, first we can see that I am on the OKX Exchange. Well, what do you need to be able to use their grid bots or any bots on their exchange? You're going to need an OKX account. If you do want to sign up to the OKX Exchange, check my description below with my referral link. You can win up to $10,000 in USDT and also discount on trading fees as well. So you will need an OKX account for these bots. Now, let's go through some of the pros and cons when it comes to using the OKX grid bots. Now, the pros, of course, start with the automation. It is automating your trades for you. In addition, the discipline. There's a set amount of grids or percentage between the grids in which this bot's going to be operating. In addition, we have flexibility of time and also the flexibility on how you're going to be setting your grids should you manually set your own grid bot as well. Whilst there are many pros when it comes to using the grid bot, there are also cons as well. These consist of limited profitability because it depends on the small profits made between fluctuating price, and in addition to that, market conditions. The grid bot is always going to be relying on market conditions. Okay, so let's talk about what exactly is a spot grid bot. Well, a spot grid bot is buying low and selling high. You can see that the spot grid bot sets grid lines between an upper and lower price set by the user and automatically sells crypto if the trader's asset's price increases and reaches one of the lines. Conversely, the bot automatically buys crypto if the price decreases to one of the lines. You can determine the spot grid's parameters yourself or choose an AI strategy. We're going to be jumping into that as well. Now, OKX is partnered with 3 commas, and should you connect the two via an API key, you can see in my previous video right here, you can be trading the grid bots and also other DCA bots, all sorts of other bots with 3 commas and your OKX account. But to give you a visual representation of what a spot grid bot actually does, we can see right here. We can see that I have set right down here a step percentage of 2%. This is the amount of grids. If I'm to set this now to 3, we have less grids, okay? So this is where you can start adjusting the parameters of whatever grids you are looking at. As mentioned, you do need a lower range. So what range do you want this bot to start buying at? And what range do you want this bot to start selling at? We can see the high range here, we can see the low range right here. Now, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to activate this bot. If we do face rejection at 26,000 right now, this would still be an ideal range. We can see that the price has evidently been ranging very strongly between 25,000 and about 19,500. So this is not too bad, but we could have a nice sentiment shift in the market and a bust to the upside. In that case, it's going to fall out of the current grid that I'm setting. So bear in mind, one thing to do when you are setting your grid bot is obviously to check, is the asset ranging? In what kind of range is it actually charting or barting across? And therefore, this will allow you to determine your lower range in which you're going to set where it starts buying, and your upper range as well. Now, with a spot grid, what it is going to do, it is going to continue to buy and sell at the next grid parameter in which you set. Buy again, sell, and it's going to activate exactly like that. As it comes down, it will continue to buy at almost dollar cost averaging as well, and it will continue to sell as it continues making its way through the grid. And this is what's so good about a grid bot. It automates the trades should you be able to identify exactly what market you are in. Before jumping onto this spot grid bot, if you scroll down, you can see that there is a multitude of bots that other people have made in OKX's bot marketplace. Here, you can simply copy them as to whatever bot they are using. Right here, we can see, for instance, this bot, this P&L is 339%, but we can see that they are trading ETH to USDT. It is a futures grid bot, which operates different to a spot grid bot. Spot grid bot, you can only buy low, sell high, where futures is going to take action when it comes to selling short, trading both directions of the market as well. We can see that, yes, they are doing quite nicely. You could follow them as well, but bear in mind there are always risks, and this is not financial advice. So make sure you're always doing your due diligence on that kind of bot they are operating, what type of leverage they're using, is it risky, this kind of stuff. Now, scrolling up to the spot grid, you can simply click it like so. Once you click the spot grid, you'll be given the chart, the pairing. We are on Bitcoin and USDT, and it's nicely sitting at about 26,000 right now, which is kind of cool. What's really neat about the OKX Exchange, guys, is that they have their own recommended spot grid. What this means, if you don't want to manually set up your own grid bot, you can simply follow one of OKX's or any other traders for that matter. We can see for this spot grid right here, they're using BTC and USDT. So let me show you how you can follow their recommended strategy. Simply click that. Once you see that, you can see that back-tested annual yield is 14.22%. The suggested period of use is 3 to 6 months. Now, the price range they currently have set, which is the upper and lower range I was mentioning before of the grids and the take profits and the buy orders, we can see it is between 18,800 and 32,729. We can see that the quantity of grids are 150 and the profit per grid is going to be 0.2% to 0.4%. This is not too bad. To start using this grid bot, simply allocate the investment amount you want this grid bot to start using. You can see that this requires an amount no less than $38.66 in USDT. For this, we're just going to allocate a simple $100 and you can click create. Once you click create, it's going to give you a little rundown exactly what's going on. As I mentioned, it's lower limit, it's lowest grid possible, it's upper grid right here at 32,000. How many quantity of grids are put within that lower and upper limit, which is 150. Its mode, the stop condition is manual, the start condition is instant. Now with that, we can just go confirm. Now, experience 24/7 smart trading with the OKX bot. This is only one of their bots too. If you did want to enter view details, here you can neatly check your runtime of the bot, when you created it, your profit and loss, and all the details you need to follow up on that bot that you entered. Now you can see my current grid bot right now that I entered in with the AI strategy is currently in profit at 0.24%. Now you can allocate the amount of capital that you want to. Obviously I only put in about a small amount of capital, so that's fine. But for anyone that wants to create their own bot, head over to Trading Bots right now and you can go to Spot Grid, hit create. Once you hit create, guys, you can then select the pair you want to have a grid bot with. Step 1 is to set your lower price range and your upper price range. For this one, I'm going to set my lower price range at around about 0.555. So we can see lower limit down here, 0.555, and I'm going to have my upper grid right here at 0.735. So 0.735. This is giving it a lower and upper price range as well. Now I need to set how many grids do I want within this price range. Now for me, I'm going to actually put in here 20 grids, and we can see it's going to be profit per grid 1% to 1.4% should we get these kinds of movements. Then again, you need to invest the amount of your capital that you want to put into this grid bot. For instance, I can put in here 152 USDT. You then have the start condition. You can have it instant, price, RSI based. You can also change these settings to have take profit and stop losses as well, and also stop conditions. So for this, we are going to enter this right now and simply click create. Here we can see that our lower limit is what we set it at. Our upper limit is at 0.73550, and we have the quantity of 20 grids with that. The start condition is instant. The stop condition is manual, meaning I need to manually stop this grid bot. With that, you can then click confirm, and voila, you have just created your own grid bot manually. And in addition, guys, you can go searching through their marketplace, looking at other people who have created grid bots, or following OKXs as well, but always do your own research. Just like that in my copy trading video with OKX as well, you can go checking exactly what kind of trades they're making, what kind of bot parameters are set up, what leverage they're using, etc. But if you did enjoy this video, guys, go ahead, show us some support, hit that like, subscribe, and tick that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.